Let's go to Cesar Chavez High School and see if we have any luck there.
Hello.
Okay, great. Hi.
Is it our turn to go?
It's your turn to go. Yes.
Okay. So for our project, we came up with two ideas. The first one would be a rain garden here at Chavez. We did like a little drawing. And the long term would be about creating awareness and protesting about the refineries that pollute our bayous. Here in Chavez, we live around a bayou, and it's part of our ecosystem. So we were thinking and we were investigating, and we saw that the same bayou that connects to our school is also connected to refineries, and the difference in the quality of water, it's giant. It's absolutely different.
The water coming from the bayou specifically, like there's a bayou that goes straight through a plant near Chavez. That water is darker than coffee. It is really bad, but then when you head out to the neighborhoods, it somehow magically clears up into this green water, which is kind of upsetting because that brown water has to go somewhere. And the most likely place it's going to go is into the fellow neighborhoods here, including us. And we've also done some water tests in the past that have included that Chavez water system is similar to the bayou water, which is still upsetting, especially when you know we're near a plant that has water as dark as coffee.
So our goals would be, our short term, what we do here inside Chavez would create a rain garden, a pocket prayer, and a bayou well in order to clean the water that is around us and help the environment. But also we wanted to take this into also a long-term goal by creating awareness inside of our community, reaching out with organizations that help with climate and with environmental problems such as the Sunrise Movement, connecting with more high schools through the Student Congress, and building a more better social media so we can spread the word.
At this time, please release all band, cheerleading, and dancers only to report to the gym. Again, all bands, cheerleading, and dancers only to the gym.
Sorry about that.
Sorry, we
That's
have
all right. You're good.
something you want to add?
These long-term goals would in fact benefit everybody in the environment, but I know refineries are probably going to be very upset with the community backlashing at them because that bayou is what you could call private as it is on their property. And for us to be like, hey, you need to stop doing this, but they also need to understand that this actually affects the surrounding communities. And for that water to be transferred to fellow communities that have growing children, growing animals, plants, and just a thriving community, and for them to think, it's okay for us to pollute here. It's not going to get to them. Don't worry. But it does, though. An idea that we were coming up with, maybe it's a long shot, and I don't think it's ever going to happen. Having another place for that pollution to go, a safer area where it could be held, even though it's going to eventually fill up, and that's going to be an issue. But it probably would help the environment change. Maybe our plants would last longer. Our grass wouldn't be dying as often. And that's just something that could eventually help the community.
So coming up with a plan that could help the regulations of how do they dispose those materials of the refineries and making them have don't have an effect anymore in the quality of the water that it's around us. And I think that's it.
That's all we have.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let me ask you one question. What is the first project? What is the first action step you will take to make progress on your design solution?
So the first step would be something we would do here in Chavez as a community. We would start building rain gardens and pocket prayers and youth walls, and that would also serve as transport to create awareness among students and amongst communities as a whole. Like our whole community would start noticing the problems we have here in our environment, and then we can go from there to a larger scale.
And if we include younger schools, especially elementary, that would teach them the quality of our environment, that we need to do this to make our environment better, and we need your help. We could have the teachers start the garden for
That's
them.
great. I'm going to have to cut you off there. You did an awesome
Alrighty,
job.
ma'am.
I appreciate everything. And we are going to move on to, let's try Sharpstown International. Well done, Cesar Chavez. Great job.
Hi,